On April 30th, Germany's KNDS and Norwegian firm Ritek announced the opening of a new production facility for the Leopard 2A8NO in Levanger, Norway. Production is scheduled to begin in autumn 2026. Let's take a look at the details of this industrial cooperation and why this sort of practice exists. Florian Hohenwarter, CEO of KNDS Deutschland, told the media that his company, together with partner Ritek, have built a production line without delay. Hohenwarter adds that it is this facility from which the Leopard 2A8NO systems will be supplied to the Norwegian Army. This not only fulfills our contract with a key customer, but the Levanger site is also of great importance to us with regard to scaling our production capacities, he says. Ritek is a Norwegian specialist firm in the service and maintenance of vehicle systems. The firm has already been involved in modernizing Norway's CV90s while also producing new CV90 variants for Sweden's armed forces, a forward maintenance vehicle and the combat engineer variant. Ritek will now operate a state-of-the-art integrated Leopard 2A8 production and testing facility, one that was created in Levanger in just 18 months. We unfortunately don't have many photos of Ritek's facilities, but here's a photo from a visit by Norway's defense minister, seen here holding a model tank. And so the facility includes specialized test tracks such as a laser track, steep slopes and a diving pool, and has a capacity of up to 36 tanks per year. While the tanks may guzzle fuel, sustainability plays a central role in the Levanger site, where energy is supplied by geothermal sources. And so, as we noted in our earlier video about the Leopard 2A8NOs, a total of 37 of the 54 main battle tanks for the Norwegian Army are to be manufactured at the new site, significantly increasing both national and European defense capabilities. This means that 17 of the 54 systems will be manufactured by KNDS at its site in Munich, Germany. As we mentioned in our previous video, the Leopard 2A8NO differs from the standard/base Leopard 2A8 primarily through its electronic and digital architecture. The core change is the Kongsberg-developed ICS, also referred to as Cortex, which manages internal data routing across subsystems and external communication with other combat elements. The system integrates additional components, including the FACNAV navigation system from Teleplan Globe and the NORBMS battlefield management system. Now, we all know the Leopard main battle tank is a German creation. However, Leopard production/assembly outside of Germany is nothing new. In 1987, Leopard 1 production was established in Thun, Switzerland, where 345 vehicles were built between 1987 and 1993. Known as the Swiss Panzer 87, it featured a number of differences to its German counterpart, including a somewhat different turret rear. 91 of the 120 Stridsvagn 122 units operated by Sweden were license-produced domestically in Sweden in cooperation with Land Systems Hägglunds. And in the case of the new A8 variant, the production of 150 hulls will be carried out by Tatra Defence with an option for up to 300 more. Tatra will be responsible for welding the hulls of Leopard 2A8 tanks and provide technological processes and quality control. According to Janes, the move will create 300 new jobs at Tatra Defence's facility in Kopsivnitsa and see the construction of 2 new production halls and a new production line. And finally, in December 2025, it was announced that an assembly plant for the production of up to 41 Leopard 2A8s will be built in Kaunas, Lithuania. For this facility, Lithuanian Defence Services, or LDS, will be subcontracted by KNDS for the project's implementation. You probably don't need to be a military or supply chain analyst to figure out why production takes place outside of KNDS Deutschland's home country of Germany. With tanks being big-ticket items and contracts worth billions of euros, customers want to have some of that money staying within their local economies while building industrial capacity and capability and having some level of sovereignty. The process of technology transfer creates jobs which can be used to score political points. Additionally, after tanks are built, those same production facilities can be used for local tank maintenance from the skilled and already trained workers. The term production is, of course, a vague one, especially when it comes to the creation of these big and complicated main battle tanks. A more accurate term in many cases is assembly, as most of these facilities are more likely to be involved in that final process of putting various components together to form the tank, with many components being produced elsewhere. For example, Lithuanian Leopard tanks may have their hulls made in the Czech Republic, while the guns will be coming from Rheinmetall in Germany. The tank's engines, built by MTU, are primarily manufactured by Rolls-Royce Power Systems in Germany, with the core manufacturing facility, headquarters and foundry located in Friedrichshafen. It's also worth noting that technology transfer, especially in the current environment, can help to get tanks produced faster, as there are more facilities to handle various stages of production/assembly. It's a decent alternative than having every Leopard customer rely on German facilities for everything. Sure, bottlenecks are still present, but it could be even worse without these industrial cooperation arrangements. Anyway, what do you think of Norway assembling many of its own new Leopard 2A8 main battle tanks? Let us know by leaving a comment.